Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is Timberborn. Okay, we are on day 16, we've got 7 days left of the current drought. It was 8 days, so we're right at the start there. We've got our new reservoir mostly filled, honestly, which isn't too bad at all. Obviously everything is shut off at the moment, so it's not flowing. And it's obviously not filling because we're in a drought. It was asked whether or not this escape tunnel was at the right height, and if I drop down, there we go. So that's the height of our tunnel, and that's the height of our retaining walls around the edge here. So yeah, it should be at the right height. It should flow out of those dams there before it overflows either of these retaining walls. So I think it's in the right place. Think being the operative word there. In terms of everything else, our central reservoir here was filling once I remembered to actually open up the sluice at the top there. Yep, my bad. So we're doing okay. We're just below the sort of maximum level, really. We've only got one of these pumps on, and this is the only pump in our entire district, in our entire colony, I think, that's actually on at the moment. This one's turned off. This one down here is turned off. So we are relying entirely on that one large water pump for the moment. We'll see what happens. If need be, we can turn the other one on. And of course, there's nothing stopping us coming over here and building a couple in this area as well. I mean, reasonably close to the zipline station would probably be the best idea. I think they've got a depth of 4. Let's have a look. Yeah, maximum depth of 4. So we'd probably want to sort of bring one of these sections down so it's a little bit closer to the water. Before we put anything in. I mean, really, we'd only want to bring this down one level, honestly. That should be fine. In fact, how are we doing for explosives? We're doing pretty well for explosives. Let's get ourselves some steps up there. And we'll lay in some tier 2 explosives on that section first, and then we'll lay in some tier 1 explosives in this section here. That should give us a bit of... I mean, honestly, there's no reason why we shouldn't do it like that, is there? And at least sort of get it even. There we go. So we'll get all these laid in. Hang on. No, we don't want to put them on there, do we? Come on, John. Pay attention. Not resources building. There we go. Yeah, we don't want those on there. Because that's the level we're bringing everything down to. So all of this should be, once all that's done, all be the same level as this. Obviously, we'll get rid of those stairs there as well. Put in some more explosives. And then we'll want to put steps... a path around from here to get some water pumps on this large reservoir here. Yeah, why not? Let's see if that works. That should be okay. Should be okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's also been mentioned. Well, let's move things on again. We've also talked about bots, and I don't think that we necessarily need them. But it was mentioned that we're probably not going to be able to get to sort of maximum well-being without them. We certainly can't use the mud pit without terraforming. And for terraforming, we kind of want bots. We don't need them, but we'll likely want them. I mean, I could set up an excavator with maybe 1 or 2 beavers working in it to try and sort of minimise the injury rate, but we're already sort of getting quite high injury rate anyway with our explosives factories and our smelters and all of that. So I don't know. We definitely want a dirt excavator. We will definitely need one to produce dirt. But it's how much dirt we'll need for the mud pits. They use half a dirt every hour. Yeah. Don't know. Not 100% sure. I've just realised that requires wheat to make. Interesting. Very interesting. I assume that's supposed to be kind of a wattle and daub situation or something like that. But anyway, we have wheat, so it's fine. Okay, I'm going to spin on until these explosives are fully laden. It doesn't look like it's going to take very long at all. In fact, that upper layer there is already done. So let's get rid of these stairs. And we'll pop in that last little bit of dynamite there. And then when the rest of this is done, we'll come back and set those off. And we'll put in some water pumps, large water pumps up here. Okay, well, day 17 didn't take us very long at all to get all these explosives laid in. So let's get these set off, shall we? We'll start with this upper layer here. There we go. And now we'll try and get all of the rest of them in frame so we can set those off as well. There we go. Nope. We'll try that. There we go. Alright, so that's all lowered now. Let's get ourselves... Yeah, let's get ourselves... No, we want water. There we are. I mean, one in there and one in there. That'll do us for the moment, I think. There we go. And we will get ourselves... a large tank just in... Oops. Thank you, autosave. That was perfect timing. There we are. We'll get ourselves a large tank in there and we'll set this to supply as well. So it'll send it all away to the rest of the colony. Excellent stuff. All right. Right, that's in place. We've got 5.5 days left of the drought. We've got 13 unemployed beavers at the moment. So that's okay. We could do with some more housing. And I'm not sure where to put that. I mean, now I feel like I should bring this down to the same level as well, shouldn't I? Bring this whole section down. Yeah, all right, let's do that. All right. Okay, let's do that. So we'll bring a bunch of steps up like that. There we go. Like so. We might need a path across the middle like that. And we'll also put some more stairs in there. Like so. Alright, so then we'll want tier 3 on there. Like so. We'll want... Yeah, tier 2 down there. And tier 1 on all of this. Sure. Yeah, why not? Alright. Well, let's spin on and... oh, our water pumps are already in. That's good. We'll spin on and wait until all of this is done. Okay then, we're on day 21. We've got about a day and a half left of the drought. As you can see, I've set up a Lido, a fluid dump and a shower arrangement up here on this newly flattened area. I've put in a lumberjack down here so we can start clearing some of these dead trees. We could do with a few more logs, honestly. So at the moment, this is a good place to get a few more logs. We do want more housing. That's definite, I think. Yeah, honestly. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a lot we can really do. Or is there? When I was hoping we'd be able to get another zipline station up here. We'd probably need to demolish that and move it, but then I was going to bring it across that way, and I think our observatory is going to be in the way of that, so that's probably not really going to help. No. Alright, in which case... I mean... yeah, alright, okay. I think possibly... I don't know, really. I genuinely don't know. I guess we could get one up here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get one up here. So we'll stick one in there, and we'll stick another one across here. There's probably better, isn't it? And we will just connect those up together. Yeah, it's not a huge distance from that one to this one, so that'll be all right. And we will get some more housing in over here. What I'll do is I'll bring platforms up and across that way, and then we'll stick some housing in, some larger lodges across like that. What's... Alright, well, let's get just a platform on there, and we'll be able to get a third lodge in there like that. Alright, there we go. And we'll bring the path along like that. And we'll chuck some decoration in this area once all that is done, I think. And there's the end of the drought. Excellent stuff. Right, we have a lot of water. We've got like 8,000 water in storage, and that's at the end of a drought. So that's pretty good. Over 3,000 food, including nearly 200 grilled chestnuts, which is nice to see. We are going to put in some more storage around here somewhere, I think. Probably over here once we've cleared out some of these dead trees wouldn't be a terrible idea. We'll put some food storage up here. I mean, yeah, we'll put some food storage in here. I mean, we could link up that way, couldn't we? We can't link up down to this one in the crater here. We are 4 meters too far away. I mean, we could... I don't know. We'll think about that. But yeah, I'm thinking we might want to connect up to this one over here. And put in some more food storage over this side, maybe. And leave this as our storage area. Yeah, let's start doing that. So let's get ourselves a couple more large warehouses in there. And we will store... What food shall we store? Let's store bread. And let's store... Let's store potatoes, since, yeah, plenty of potatoes is good. So we'll store bread and potatoes up there. Then, what we shall do... not like that. Not like that. We will get rid of that. We'll bring steps up like so and join the path in like that. Oh, and we'll want another path just there. There we go. And you can store grilled spadadoc. And then we'll continue that across and start getting more food storage up here. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to put in... what am I going to put in? I think I'm going to put in a station over here to connect up to that. And possibly to connect up to that one as well. Maybe. We'll see. What I want to do is bring all of this down as well. All of this down to the same level. Oh, and what I will do... Will I? Yes, I will. For the moment, I'm going to open up one of these. There we go. So we get some water flowing through into our farming area down here. We are getting some water from this water source. So that should be okay. We'll drop this down to 1.6. I will drop that down to the same... No, I'll drop that down to 1.7. And then this one can go down to 0.75. That should be alright, but we might need to amend that a little bit. Okay, this should in theory be rising. Difficult to say. But it should be. Yeah, I think we're doing alright. I think that's probably okay. So we've got water flowing through here. We've got this floodgate all the way open at the moment. So as soon as this has started flowing into here, we can raise that and start storing a little bit more water in this little section here. Yeah, we are burning through our wood storage though. We desperately need more wood cutting. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, I think we should put some in up here. Right, let's get ourselves a forester. Stick a forester in there, that covers that whole area. We've got oak up here at the moment, and I guess that's absolutely fine. Let's just fill this area with some more oak planting. How's that? Honestly, we could put something on the other side as well, couldn't we? How far back does it go? Back to here. So all of that. A bunch of that. Can go further. In fact, we'll bring it up to about there. And then... yeah. Basically up to there. That space there. And we can stick in another lumberjack just there. You are supplying goods to other warehouses, so that should be fine. This is now flowing, so let's close that up to about 0.8. That should give us a bit of water in there. This is likely to be draining, but I don't know for certain. Let's spin on for a day or two and see if it's draining or filling. Day 5 then. This lagoon is definitely filling, albeit slowly. I've got one of these water pumps turned off because I don't think we need both of these on. We still have these two over here, which as you can see, this area is also overflowing. So I'm going to turn that one on for the moment. That should be fine. That should still maintain a reasonable amount of water in there. But back over here, this lumberjack here has done pretty well in clearing out some of these dead trees. I'm probably going to, again, use dynamite to drop all of this down. I think getting this down to the same level as this side would definitely help. And once this reservoir fills up, that would be useful. Just having all of that hydrated space nearby would be quite helpful. Yeah, it's filling. It's just going slowly. We do have it open at the bottom here. One sluice open at the bottom there. to allow this area to maintain some hydration. Our forester is in the process of planting all of these trees, and I've put in a second zipline station over here to make it slightly easier to get access to. And over here, I'm putting in some storage. We've got log storage, we've got treated plank storage, and we've got gear storage, because this is where we're going to be putting in our mine. Yeah, we're not going to do it just yet. I mean, obviously we're building up our supplies. Our treated planks, we have some. Not a huge number. Planks we're doing okay for. They're just not being converted into treated planks particularly quickly, but we're not using a huge number of treated planks, so it doesn't make a lot of difference at the moment. Once this is built, obviously we'll take these off of Obtain and let them store resources over here should they need to, but send them elsewhere should they need to as well. Okay, I think we're doing alright. We are great for food, over 4,000 now. Water is over 8,000, so we're pretty much full of water, which is lovely. Just want to make sure, yeah, we're not doing as good for bad water, are we? We're less than half full, which isn't ideal. It's probably because we've used so much explosives, and we are yeah, we're trying to fill the storage for explosives, which is going to take a while because, you know, there's 1,000 spaces left in there pretty much. But our food storage is up here, and that's starting to fill up. So let's expand that a little bit. There we go. We'll get the next couple in. I might as well just go all the way to the end, mightn't I? No point in half measures at this stage. There we go. So what have we got? We've got Spadadoc in there. So let's get cattail crackers. We'll get maple pastries, and we'll get... Ooh, I mean carrots. Yeah, but do we really want carrots? We're not going to get sunflower seeds. Let's try grilled chestnuts. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is filling nicely. I guess I'll just spin on for a few more days and see how we do. We've got all that food to store. All those explosives to store. All those bits and pieces to store there. We've got our new housing area up here. Yeah, let's get some decoration up here, shall we? So if I put a beaver statue in just there, that will cover all of that housing. Bulletin board, I can cover all of the housing if I put it in there. So we'll do that. Scarecrow, yeah, not so much. Let's... No. Tell you what, let's be sensible and let's just stick that in there, and that will cover both. Then we can get a couple of lamps in there to cover all the housing as well. Okay, that should give them a little bit of a boost. Can we get roofs on there from where we are? Maybe. I mean, if I stick one roof in the middle, that will cover all the houses anyway, won't it? But I think it just looks better with, yeah, with more roofs. There we go. So we've got some building work to be getting on with. I'll spin on for a few days, let all that get done, and then maybe we'll start looking at the mine, because we really don't have much scrap metal left over here. Oh. Nice. We got 69 left over here. I have played on until day 10. As you can see, over here in our new reservoir... Whoops. Come on, John. Control the camera. There we go. We are just starting to overflow into this overflow channel here. So with one of these pumps on, that does still fill. One of these pumps and one of the sluices open, that still fills. So that's good. That works for me. Over here, as you can see, we have literally just finished taking out the last of the metal scrap from up here. So that's a start. We are planting up all of the new oaks down here. So that's good. Down here at the other end, I have put in another forester. I've replaced the pylon that was there with another station. And put in another forester down here to get some more oak in here, because we are not doing great for logs still. We're using a lot of them. It's affecting our supply of planks, which isn't ideal. We still have a fair amount, obviously, it's over 400 in stock, but still not ideal. But yeah, our logs are diminishing somewhat. And obviously we need those to produce food, we need them for building, we need them for planks, all of that stuff. That's one of the things we do not want to run short of. So I've put in some more planting down here, so it's going to take a while because it's all oak. But eventually that will probably help our log storage a little bit. Yeah. Over here again, down with our new oak planting, I have gotten rid of the barriers in there, and I have set up some explosives here. Let me just get the last one in, and we'll pop that on a priority, so it shouldn't take them too long to get here and build that. There we go. There's who are you? Velgua coming in to put in the last of those explosives. There we are. Right. Now, let's set these off then. There we go. And now that water should sort of flow into there and fill this little section here. I don't think we're going to lose any through here. I think this is just a little, oops, sort of closed off lake area. I can't get in there now. There we are. Yeah, it's just a little sort of closed off lake area, which will spread a little bit more hydration around. Not that we need it, but in case we want to use this section here for anything else. Yeah, that should be fine. As it is, it's kind of flowing backwards at the moment until this is reaches the same sort of level as this. It will do, but then it will continue to flow on through here and back into our main colony. Yeah, everything else is going pretty well. So I will spin on. Oh, let's get the UI back up, shall we? There we go. I'll spin on for another few days. I'll wait until we get the drought or bad tide warning. I think what I do want to do is, yeah, get some explosives up here. I think we're probably going to want, let's get a path up around here. That's a little far, but that's okay. We'll get some steps up onto there and the path out onto there, and we will stick ourselves in another lumberjack flag up there, and we will just clear out this little patch of trees there, and then we'll bring all this down by one, clear out the next lot of trees, and we'll start bringing all of this back down to the same level as this. So there'll be lots more explosives. Probably not this episode, but there will be some this episode, I promise. Okay. Hopefully by the time the drought arrives, or at least until we get the warning, this will have filled up enough to overflow these dams, and we'll see if this little tunnel here is actually wide enough for purpose. Okay, there's the drought. It's going to be 6 days. That's not going to be a problem at all. We've got over 6,000 food in stock, over 8,000 water in stock. Yeah, we're going to be fine. The problem I've just noticed is that down here, this isn't going to stay hydrated. So these trees are going to not grow. We're not going to have a problem with them dying. We've got, 2 weeks before they die and only sort of 6 days of drought, but that's fine. So we're going to need to do something about that, and it's probably going to be coming in and laying in explosives under all of this. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get explosives under this natural bridge. Let's have a look. No, not under all of it, that's for sure. So we might want to take this out and replace it with something else. Ideally, overhangs, because that's what will likely fit in that little section there. But everything is planted, so we don't actually need the forester on at the moment. So let's get these demolished. Obviously, we'll need beavers to come over and actually do that, but we'll demolish that one first. Object above block. Ah, okay. Let's get... Where are we? No. Come on. There we go. Let's get these paths gone first. There we go. We'll put that on a high priority to get that done quickly. And then we'll ideally replace it with overhangs, and we'll do the same on this side as well. Yeah, and then we'll probably want to come in and sort of lower all of this, so at least we can actually store some more water in there. Yeah, and the problem here is that this is lower than that. So I think getting rid of these floodgates and replacing them with double floodgates and putting in some levees across to bring that up to this height is probably our best plan. If we need to. We'll see. We'll see. We'll lower this down first. Oh, there's that one done. So let's get ourselves... Where are we? There we go. We'll get ourselves one of those in there, and we will high prioritize that. And then we'll do the same with this overhang here. Okay, right. And, as I said, we have run out of scrap up here. So, let's come down here and unlock ourselves a mine. And we'll pop the mine in just there. 4,000 science, that's all good. And we'll put a path right up to the door like that. I'm going to only put 5 workers in that, I think. I don't think we need any more than that. We've got a lot of scrap metal. You know, our storage for scrap metal is close to full. Metal blocks, and we've got plenty of storage left for metal blocks, but, you know, it's how quickly that can get actually turned into metal blocks. I think we're going to be all right. Oh, I did put in another bad water pump down here just to make sure we were topped up with bad water, and now we are, so that's good. What I will do is I will, for the moment, I'll close that. I don't think we're going to need too much of that at the moment. We've got a little bit of power coming from these windmills, but I'll keep an eye on it and make sure that we're all right. And over here we've got some explosives to set off. So, this is the idea. We're going to lower all of this down to this level. So we've got the same level all the way around this edge. I'll likely bring a zipline station up to here from down here. So they'll at least get a wet fur bonus zipping across to this area. Yeah. I think we're doing all right. This did actually overflow briefly at the end of the wet period at the start of the drought there. So that's good. That's nice. So that is working. All right. Okay. Our overhang is in there. Let's get this demolished quickly as well. And what I will do is I will set these off and we'll end the episode there. Thank you, autosave. So thank you very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Really does help the channel out. Please give us any comments down below, and please join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.